This is Julia Smith Riley in a Cincinnati, Ohio courtroom, who police say confessed to a robbery, killing a 20-year-old woman and seriously wounding her boyfriend, Horsha. Brooks was in her car with her boyfriend, Aaron Martin, when Smith Riley came up to her car with two others looking to rob them. When Smith Riley found out Martin didn't have any cash, he was shot in the head, leaving him with permanent brain damage.
Lord, go back on with I just want to come home with this. This is somebody that feels genuine remorse. This is somebody that thinks about this every day, and he knows that he can't go back in time and undo what he did.
Do what he did. Now Portia, Brooks' mother,
But he killed me mentally, emotionally. He killed my identity as a mother of 3, as a family of 4.
as a family of 4. This is now Brooks'
I have to
sister
deal with
speaking.
life without Portia, so he should deal with life without parole.
Life without parole. This is moments right before Jaleel Smith.
Defendant serve a term of life without parole. As to count 4 for the offense of attempted murder.
Of attempted murder. This is Diana Lovejoy. She used to be married to Greg Malvihill, living in Carlsbad, California, but soon their marriage fell apart, and they divorced after a messy divorce and lots of legal trouble. It ended with the court ordering Diana to pay $120,000 to Greg for his stake in their family house. The court also ordered that she must share custody of their son. Diana became furious about hearing the court orders, so she planned to kill her ex-husband by teaming up with her boyfriend, Weldon McDavid. Greg was shot in the torso, but luckily, the bullet didn't hit his heart, and he survived. Both McDavid and Diana conspired to murder, and the court has sufficient evidence against them.
It's so painful that some people in this world seem to think that I would have it in me to do this.
She lowered her head down toward the defense table for a few seconds.
Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant, Diana Jean Lovejoy, guilty of the crime of attempted murder of Greg Mulvihill.
And right when you hear guilty, you hear a thud.
Guilty of the crime of conspiracy to commit murder.
Silenced the courtroom, aside from hearing her family cry in the background.
All right, we're going to need to take a break.
Found out she had only fainted. Weldon, McDavid received 50 years to life in prison because he was the one that pulled the trigger, and Diana was sentenced to 26 years to life in prison. This is Seth Welch and Tatiana Fusari, a religious farming couple living in Cedar Springs, Michigan, and they are charged with murder of their 10-month-old girl, Mary Welch. Reportedly, they told police they noticed the baby was skinny and underweight, but did not seek medical attention because of their religious beliefs and mistrust of medicine and the government. This is the 911 call of the father when he reportedly found his child dead.
How long ago did you find this child?
It's about an hour and a half. I was waiting. I called my lawyer first thing to ask, what's the next thing I could do.
So you found the child an hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
And called your lawyer first, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When was the last time you had contact with the child?
Last night, yesterday afternoon, about 3 p.m. She goes to bed, and, that was that.
Okay, so you put her to bed yesterday at 3 p.m.?
Yeah, and then this morning at 10.
So you're saying it is normal for your children to sleep from around 3 p.m. till 10 a.m.?
Usually about 9:30, yeah.
And you said when you found her, she was already believed to be deceased, right?
Yes.
And that's when you consulted with a lawyer?
Yep.
Do you believe she was beyond help already?
Oh, yeah, she was dead as a doormat.
the adult caregivers. And this is the moment they realize they will be spending the rest of their life behind bars that you're both charged.
That you're both charged with what they call felony murder, while in the perpetration or attempted perpetration of child abuse in the first degree, they're alleging that you murdered one Mary Welch. That is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA sample to be taken upon arrest, which is often like a cotton swab or in the inside of your cheek. The second offense that you're both charged with is called child abuse in the first degree, where they're alleging you knowingly or intentionally caused serious physical harm to a child. They're talking about this Mary Welch. It is a felony, possible penalty of up to life imprisonment or any term of years less than life.
This is Ryan Stone, a Colorado man that went on a crime spree that spanned 5 counties and was broadcasted live by a news station's helicopter. Stone was convicted of carjacking 3 vehicles, including one with a 4-year-old inside the SUV. Authorities said when Stone sped away, he led police on a chase at speeds over 100 miles per hour. If we rewind here, you can just barely see a vehicle that Stone was driving, clipping a trooper with a Colorado State Patrol as he was trying to play stop sticks. He ended up with serious injuries. You see Stone pull out another victim from their vehicle and drive off. He heads right into a busy intersection, and now the chase is on foot. He books it off the road into a parking lot, running in between 2 buildings. As he slips on the ice, he loses his jacket. Now there's just a fence in his way, but nope, it's too high. Cops now close in and he finally surrenders.
Hey, did you know I made the news in the UK and Australia? What? Yeah, you get paid by YouTube. So, Channel 7 News, I believe, is going to be the one that gets paid for that. Well, I'm going to contact Channel 7 News. I want to get paid. You guys are getting paid using my name.
During his opportunity to address the court about the recordings in jail, Stone blames it on emotional stress and the use of drugs.
We were going through trial after that, the week and a half trial, extremely stressful. One of the phone calls about seeming like I was bragging about making international news, this, that, and the other. That was within the first week of being arrested. Still coming off of drugs.
Stone was convicted of 18 charges, including attempted manslaughter, child abuse, and assault. Then the judge sentenced him to 160 years in prison. This is Esteban Carpio. The police were questioning him for the stabbing of an 85-year-old woman in Rhode Island. In the interview room was Carpio and 2 detectives. One of the detectives left the room to get water for Carpio, leaving just him and Detective Sergeant James Allen in the room. Carpio grabbed Allen's gun and then shot him twice, killing him. He then jumped out of a window which was 3 stories high and made a run for it, but was apprehended. Just 45 minutes later, at his arraignment, Carpio came in wearing a mask designed to stop the offender from spitting and biting at others, with also his face being in rough shape. It stunned the courtroom. It wasn't so much Carpio with the shocking reaction, more so his family members making accusations of police brutality.
Step off, step off.
Not guilty! Tell him not guilty! Tell him not guilty, Stephen!
It's gross police brutality. He was mentally ill and he needed help and we couldn't get it. We tried and tried. And he didn't deserve this.
And that Carpio's injuries were sustained due to his jump from the 3rd floor of a building and struggle with a law enforcement.
Every day I face the facts of what I did and what happened.
He was sentenced to life in prison without parole.